welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. I'm here with my guest host again, Kourtland Wiggins, the bailiff from the Miss Pat Settlements.
All rise.
All rise. And with that, Chris Spangalane. He wished some could ride.
What?
What'd she say?
She said.
Deon Curry, what things do rise.
Damn. Sorry, Chris.
So we're going to be right back with Dad Dick Chris.
I'd be mad if that were true, but
God.
it works.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that was...
You know.
Oh, okay. So we're back with another episode, and this time everybody got to tour my house. So I want to know what you guys think.
Deon, it's your first time.
So when we pulled up, I was like, I feel like I'm clear honest. I feel like West Philadelphia. I feel like the Fresh Prince thing just started playing in my head.
Bel Air, right?
Yeah, I was like, wow, I felt my mouth drop. Like
the fountain.
It's the fountain. What? You know, my jaw dropped.
Yeah.
It was just like, she got a. I didn't know about the fountain. I don't think I ever saw the fountain.
I didn't see the fountain last time I was
It's
here.
just got a...
Yeah, so I was like, that's really nice.
They talking about a fountain. I have a fountain out front.
Yeah, so that was my first. I was
You
like,
got the looping driveway.
Yeah,
It's a circle.
and then we sat in the driveway so Nikia could eat.
Is Whataburger.
Oh, God.
Now it's on him because I said, can we get some food? Because I didn't know if there was going to be food here. And I was just like, can we get some food before we get there? We might start podcasting. He's like, you want Whataburger? I said, yes.
No, he wanted Whataburger.
And Nikia has this truck that I just started laughing when he pulled up.
Oh, yeah.
He has
Plainfield truck.
He has it's a lifted truck with giant tires that jut out
Got
like
a nigga MAGA truck.
He got a picture.
Nigga MAGA truck.
he was telling us all the drive-throughs.
hilarious.
He goes, this truck's really nice, but you know the problem with it is I can't fit through some of these drive-throughs. McDonald's is a problem. Wendy's is a problem. I can get through Chick-fil-A okay. Whataburger's okay.
He said the drive-throughs is too treacherous for something.
And that fucker leak and it's raggedy. He done fucked that truck up. I tried to tell that. I said, Nikia, why is you looking like a a nigga cracker? Put that. Don't no black folk ride they fucking trucks like that.
All he need is one of them giant Trump flags in the back.
That's all he needs.
Yeah.
That's
truck
all he
nuts.
needs.
The other thing, no car seats. No car seats in that truck.
Of course not.
He got two kids, too.
He had 3 kids. He's so stupid. So I see him pull up, and the rule is when you pull in my driveway, his car leaks something. He have to get out and put something up on.
Is that what he did?
Yes.
I was wondering why there was like a cardboard
He had
little
to put
cup
a
holder
cardboard
thing.
up under his car because I said, you're not fucking up my brand new driveway. So I tell him, put that big ugly ass truck on the street so he don't want to feel like he left out. So he
But he backs in. He goes, well, this is my space. Let me back in. Boop, boop, boop,
yeah,
boop,
trying to
boop.
show off, but he had to get out and put a piece of cardboard up to catch up all the bullshit.
Like a mechanic.
To catch the bullshit
gotta
that's
slide
leaking
under
out of
there.
his car.
Yeah, I got some plywood. I got
He's
slide
just,
under
I
here.
hate making fun of him because he's so sweet, picking us up from the airport and
Oh, he
taking
was
all his
great.
time. Yeah, but it was
I'm
comical.
just telling y'all what happened as we pulled up. That's all. I'm
Then
not making fun of him.
Then we said, and then there was a dog, some random dog,
Oh, Ashley's dog. He's got Ashley's dog.
which is
Rennie.
very nervous, and it makes sense considering all the things that dog has seen.
That dog don't do no more piss. And then
Dog got a pamper.
Yeah, well, no, her dog don't have a pamper.
okay.
My dog have a pamper because he ain't pissing all over my goddamn house. But her dog is also doodle too. Is one of the dogs I
Yeah.
bought at Walmart. But her dog is fucking crazy. So those dogs heat up really bad. I don't know if they just born with menopause, but my dog just set his ass on the vent all day
Hot and
long.
flashy dog.
So Ashley was tired of the dog being hot, so she shaved that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now he looked like a goddamn rat.
He does.
And so I said, Nikia, you can't walk him around here because all the eagles is in the trees ready to pick up some shit. They're going to pick this motherfucker up and pluck him to fucking death.
And it's a docile dog, though, in the car.
Yeah, she's the sweetest little dog.
And we're just cuddling with
She
Deon.
got an eye defect, like one part of her eyes like blue.
Oh, and we got to Whataburger, and that dog was like, "You got anything for me?" Then we got here, and the dog just lost its mind and started acting like a fool.
Because the other dog was around. That's
Yeah, she is a bitch. Yeah. And I was like, it's like to jump up on you. I said, look here, fucking dog, ADHD ass nigga, sit down somewhere.
So, and then he gives us a tour of the house. Yeah. Actually, we came in here and we started working and getting things set up. And then Barari, the new guy that we've all just met for the first time, shows up. And I'm like, can we just go move around? I'm starting to get tired. Give us a tour of the house, show. And so he proceeds to take this stranger that we've never met all through your drawers and your linens, and here's the gun safe. And so then we get to the elevator, which you have an elevator in this house.
Yes, I do.
And we found that it has a flaw. So, Barari, if you could play the video.
It don't have a flaw. He's stupid.
Flawed passenger.
Yeah, we passed.
Somebody's overweight.
Did we hit the weight limit?
This cup.
Yeah, somebody too fat. First three, I'll meet y'all upstairs.
So the elevator won't work because the four of us are on there. And
so let me ask you something. What floor was you guys on?
On the basement.
So let me tell you why the floor won't work.
Okay.
The elevator. The nigga is on the first floor mashing one. It had nowhere to go.
Well,
if you would have mashed two, all of y'all could have went upstairs.
So he gets out and he runs up. He beats us upstairs. And I press the button and immediately starts going. We just assumed it was because it was too heavy.
It was too heavy.
So he got off.
Yes.
It was too heavy.
But
He was pushing 3.
No, he was pushing one. Roll it back. Roll it back. He was pushing one.
He did push one.
And then and the main floor is 2.
Yeah, we passed.
Somebody's overweight.
Look, he's pushing one.
Did we hit the weight limit?
No.
This cup.
Watch it when he push it.
3 at the top, right?
He push one.
Too fat.
That's one.
First three, I'll meet y'all upstairs.
That he's stupid. That's why you was. I kept saying you had to be in the basement.
That makes it even worse.
Yes.
So when you pushed it, it went up.
It went up immediately.
Yeah.
We
But
had
you
no problem.
pushed 2. That's why. You was on the first floor. And I get confused sometimes too. Like I'm on because you think the first floor is the main floor. That's actually the second floor.
Right.
And so sometimes I be just pushing to it and won't move. I was like, oh, bitch, you on the second floor. Yeah, he was on the first floor. He wasn't because he was too heavy. But that was a good idea. His fat ass needed to get out of
He
there.
beat us upstairs. Yeah. He wasn't. And then as we're going through the tour, he's just like barging in everybody's room. Like we're going in all the girls' rooms. He's like opens the door and goes, "Hey, all right, yeah, come on in, everybody." Like, and one of the girls, they're so tall now. I've lost track of who's who. But she goes, "Get the fuck out of my room! What are you doing?" She was so mad, and she had every right to be because
She said fuck.
No, I didn't hear her say. Did she say
man,
fuck?
I don't know, but she was that mad.
I didn't hear her say fuck.
Well, but there's 4 large men trying to come in her room, including one guy she's never seen before, and he's got dreadlocks.
That don't make you dangerous. Just you niggas got dicks. Nikia is so stupid.
He just left here. He's hosting a show at 8. It's 40 minutes away. He was wearing sweatpants cut off at shorts, and he left at 7:20.
Yeah. I told him I'd be a little late.
He's hosting.
Telling you gonna stink. You don't have time for a shower.
Kourtland, you've done comedy. You show up late for a hosting gig. How bad is that?
Because you go first. That's really bad. If you host it, you first. So you need to be the first person there.
So
Like
I ain't gonna host late. You're not the host no more.
because he's something wrong with my son. So I'm sitting there getting my hair and makeup done, and I'm like, wait a minute, did you just walk? I knew I saw y'all, but I didn't see him. I saw him come up on the camera, the
Barari.
the new
Video guy.
video guy. So I see him come up on the camera. I saw him walk in on the camera. I can see you come down the street.
She got cameras there.
And so, make a long story short, as I'm getting my hair fixed, I look at the kitchen camera and I said, Nikia got this boy in my house? The fuck? And so I get up and hear y'all. I said, you don't even know this boy. Just walk this motherfucker all through my goddamn house. But Nikia don't have the mindset to think that, and not that this kid would come back and do anything. I hope he wouldn't. But to think of the dangers.
He's just a sweethearted
Well, that's how you get robbed.
Yeah.
That's how you get fucked over.
Yep.
And I tell him all the time when he called me and I said, Nikia, you can't be an easy access to me. I said, you don't know me.
You just make the best mob boss.
That's my boss.
Yeah. Because you think
Because you're always thinking about a rat.
all the
You're just
angles.
like, he's a rat. He's a rat. Get that rat out of here.
Your brain is a rat-seeking missile. You're just looking for rats.
I don't know this boy.
Oh
You gotta be like
God.
that.
I'm like, this is some
I totally
bullshit.
agree.
She sounded like Jack Nicholson when she said,
Like
"Nah,
kid
kid
took the boy to
stupid."
all the bathrooms. This is the 17th bathroom.
Well,
I just the one thing about your house though that I did notice, like everything is decorated except for the elevator. That elevator is the most. It looks like the inside of a cardboard box.
It's not finished.
I'm unpacking too, right?
Well, yeah. So the thing is, I didn't know when you buy an elevator, it needs to be trimmed out. They just give you that.
They
And
just
so
give
I
you the
had it
elevator.
stained. So in the middle of July, the guy's coming in to finish it.
Okay.
So it's everything else is you
Just
you
like
have.
a
It was so out of place.
Well, when you open the door.
find a flaw. Nah, this
Yeah.
elevator, everything good with that elevator.
You know what? I didn't have to walk upstairs. That elevator's fine.
With the penthouse, and
I'm just saying, when you compare it to everything else in the
Yeah.
house, I was like, it's a big stark difference. Like she ain't nothing in here.
Can I tell you my favorite part of the
There
house?
ain't no pictures.
Can I tell you my favorite part?
Yeah.
The pantry.
That's huge, yeah.
This pantry is an apartment. You know what
I thought I said the apocalypse gonna be safe.
It's
You
a
be safe
kitchen.
over here.
It's a kitchen in the pantry.
It is.
It's
And I got those. I had an architect, of course, but I mainly just went on TikTok every night, and I said, "Give me this, give me this, give me that. I want this, I want that." So even down to the granite, even down to the cabinets. I changed the cabinet, the thing over the stove like 2-3 times. I bought the stove, which is a wood stove, before the pandemic, which saved me about $8,000 on that stove.
yeah. We talked. You had like storage units of stuff and cabinets,
Yes.
and you weren't sure if you're going to use all of it, but you got it
Well,
because
I
it was
didn't
a
use
deal.
I didn't use that because I realized the type of house I had needed to be custom. So I started to help out friends and other people with the stuff that I had already bought. But I had bought that and the dishwasher and a couple other things way before the house was even torn down. And then it was crazy because it worked out perfect because the pandemic hit. So I had a 2-year run that after the house started to get closer, these people was trying to deliver me the shit. I'm like, I don't have nowhere to put it. So,
How many storage units did you have in Indianapolis?
I didn't have anything in Indy. I had everything down here.
Okay, how many did
I
you
had
have?
two. I had two.
Okay.
But I didn't have to move my stolen stuff because it was on back order. Then when it came in,
I'm sorry,
Wait, what?
You didn't have to move your what?
Stove.
Oh,
I thought you said stolen
stolen.
stuff. I was like,
100% heard stolen, Mike.
Stolen stuff.
I knew what she meant, though.
I didn't have to move any of that stuff because, I had purchased it through like Ferguson and then Bob Bailey's here. So I just started to build around that stuff. And I just went on TikTok every night. And I tried to hire 2 interior designers. Neither one of them really worked out. One lady did the kitchen, and I paid for it, and I was like, oh, I want to go another direction. One lady started with the kids' bedrooms, and we kind of fell out, and so I left it as that. And I just did everything on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this
house.
I don't know if this helps or hurts Barari, but we were walking through and he goes, "Who decorated this? This is great." And we
TikTok.
said it was you.
I mean, and literally, I just went from I just went to like if I just looked at people pay. I will give credit to the girls' room. I had an interior designer kind of help me pick out the wallpaper and the bedding. It's not done yet. We kind of fell out towards the end, which is horrible. But it is what it is. So I paid for the decoration. So some of it I changed anyway because we had it over a year when I first hired her. So I just literally did everything from TikTok and Pinterest. I'm not a big Pinterest person, but just Instagram, and I follow a lot of designers. So I did it like the living room. I saw a designer out of Dallas that did similar to that, and I just went out and picked out my own colors and said, "Hey, this is what I want."
Yeah.
I like The Office with the family portrait that it's like cartoonish.
Yeah. I guess
You said a fan
did it.
made for you. that portrait of all of you guys.
What, my family, my real family?
Yeah, real
Yeah.
family. Your real family.
It's a real family
It's a
photo
real
that
family.
someone
Yeah.
cartoonized.
Yeah, I
Kinda
put those
cartoon.
up in my office and stuff.
Yeah.
Here, maybe behind me.
That Richard Pryor picture.
Your Richard Pryor pictures where I got from Morty's.
Yeah.
The old
Yeah.
Morty's. And I'm going to put it up in my office.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to keep it. So it's just little. I still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs more pictures of
It's
Deon.
a
and
lot
I.
of house.
I will. I'll get more pictures of you. I put them over here.
I noticed that there was a no. I want them in your house where everybody can see them. Me, you, and Deon. I've got some photos. I'll send you. I noticed there's a big.
Nigga decorating his yo house with himself.
I noticed there's a
Ain't
giant
enough me in here.
photo of Ashley upstairs. Have you seen that yet? Ashley, there's a big portrait of Ashley like on the bookcase upstairs at the top of the stairs above the dining table.
It's in the middle.
The dining table.
So you know where the dining table, the big long dining, and then the
Downstairs?
next floor up on the big bookshelf, there's a big picture of Ashley.
Oh, that's probably not going to stay. They just probably
Hey,
set
Ashley
that-
did that yesterday. Wow.
She probably did do that shit. I haven't been up there.
That's funny.
She literally probably did that shit herself.
So I was like, if
That's
we're
not
just putting
gonna
up
stay.
pictures of random people that she knows, then I know she's her daughter, but
But that lets you know how big this house is. She ain't even been up there. She don't even know people have been putting their pictures up.
I try to go up there like every day to make sure they keeping their rooms tidy. So, I go up there and do a little walk and, because they'll go in there and eat all them snacks in their little theater room and throw the shit all over the place.
yeah.
But, like the theater room, that was just a ceiling
I
over
like
the
that
kitchen.
room.
And so I'm sitting here with one of my friends one day. You good? I'm sitting with one of my friends one day, and we looking, and he was like, what? I said, what's all that space right there? And he was like, that's just wasted space. That's going to be ceiling over the kitchen. I'm like, well, fuck. Can we hold another room? And so I turned it into the kids' little media room upstairs.
Which is perfect because then you all can be separate and have some
And
space
they,
away.
They always go in there. The girls, it's just for the girls because the boys they downstairs.
Yeah, the basement.
So they go up there and they hang out. The only thing I like, them bitches lazy. I mean, them girls are lazy. They don't fucking throw away they fucking trash sometimes.
Yeah.
But they go up there and they watch movies and they got their little couch and they have a good time. I'm still decorating it, but
Y'all see the gym?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did go to the gym.
I think I
Yeah,
the gym got the little water thing.
Yeah.
You water with it.
I actually got on a treadmill yesterday and I actually felt a lot better. It was cool because
Take a nap.
Ooh, that was low.
It's real comfortable looking. You can watch TV. It's,
Yeah.
Well, it has TV.
it's Peloton, right?
But yeah, Peloton. They have both of them have the bike too. Have Netflix, and I ended up like watching the show, and I'm like, hold on, now I said 30 minutes. I didn't mean to be on this bitch this long.
Nice.
But yeah, so I try to do that in the morning now.
That screen's so big and immersive that you can't not.
Yeah, it's
Get sucked
big.
in,
It's like a little TV. So I did the gym just from. I knew what I wanted in there. I didn't need a whole bunch of space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, the only person really serious is Junebug. Hopefully the rest of us get just
Junebug
as
be in
serious.
there.
He's in there.
He's in there all the fucking time. And I don't even think y'all noticed I put speakers throughout the house.
No, nothing was playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got to hear it.
Yeah, I put them like, and then did y'all go on the back porch?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the drop down TV and there's speakers all over the place.
What's the green part gonna be?
the turf?
Yeah.
So
It's a swing
that's an
set, right?
in-ground trampoline.
Yeah.
And then I have a playground going there, and then just like a picnic table when the kids are out
Nice.
eating. Okay. So just a little place for them to play. And then the pool. Then the pool house is going up.
Well, do you want to take a quick break, and then when we come back, I've got a listener question for you.
Okay, let's do that. We're gonna do we answering questions this time on the pat down with the boys.
All right, so we solicited questions, and you can go in the Pat Down group on Facebook, and you can ask a question, and we'll save it for the show here, or you can send it to patdownpodcast@gmail.com. But Mariah writes, since Miss Pat didn't grow up being taught financial literacy, based on her stories, how did she teach her kids about financial literacy? How does she keep from going broke like many a celeb once they reach a certain level of wealth? Financial advisor, Garrett, common sense, and how do you pass that on to your kids?
I have a financial advisor. I have an accountant. And I don't live with them out of my means. Yeah. I pay for my shit. If I put it on my card, I have to have it paid off because I've been in debt before. And when you in debt, it fucks up your household. It fucks up your sleep. It fucks up everything. So I just told myself, I'm not going to accumulate debt. I don't have any debt. I try to pay everything the fuck off. I do. And I will use my cards. But if I'm not going to make that money to pay that card off, I ain't going to use that goddamn card. Mm-hmm. And so I just live within my means. I mean, if I buy something very expensive, it's because I've sold something that made me a lot of money. Right. And so that's how I stay. I mean, I'm getting into investing, and we all should, and I'm looking forward to it. Seeing how investing bring me millions, as they say, but we'll see. So I'm no fool, Marcella. Mariah, Carrie, I'm no fool.
And then do you do anything with like the kids? Like, I don't know, they're a little older now, but allowances or lemonade stands or something to teach the kids when they're young?
Lemonade. No, Garyana talks to my kids a lot about money. And my kids, thank God, like they don't have cell phones. So they're not into name brand shit. You know, they only know Chanel and Gucci because I walk around with it, but they don't ask for stuff like that.
Yeah.
They have no problem going up the street and shop at fucking shoe carnival.
Yeah.
Rack room shoes. They don't ask for stuff like high-end stuff. They just don't do it.
I mean, you were going to Walmart every day when you were in Plainfield.
Burlington.
In Burlington, yeah.
Yes, yes. So they don't, they really, and I was just like, most kids will give you a whole school list of clothes. They don't just go there. I take them up to Old Navy, get them a couple outfits. They straight.
Do you still go to Burlington here?
We don't have one out here where I live at, but I will go to Burlington. Hell yeah, I will.
Nikia described this as Plainfield 2.0, and he's kind of right. This area that you're in, it's a little Plainfieldish.
It's very Plainfieldish, especially on this end I'm on. Until you get up there by the Walmart where the black folks at, you cross over. Yeah. You remember that bridge you cross over in Plainfield and that was all the Mexicans? Yeah. That's what it is.
All right. So I think this is a good question for the comedians here, right? So Doug asked Chris, before Pat and Deon, who was your favorite comedian? Deon, before you found your voice, what comedian were you emulating? So I'll open it up to everybody. Like, who was your favorite comedians when you were growing up?
I didn't have anybody growing up because I wasn't really into comedy, but as I became a comedian, I would have to say Richard Pryor because that's who I studied a lot. I mean, Chris Rock, Chappelle, but definitely Richard. And I ain't emulated nobody.
You didn't steal I'm gonna do this kind of. Gonna.
She didn't. Really do it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do any of that. I don't know. I didn't know how to act.
Kourtland.
Richard Pryor. No, Eddie Murphy's mine.
Yeah.
That's in 4th grade. I saw Raw. But Chris Rock is my favorite comedian. Coming up.
What's the distinction?
Really is.
So Eddie Murphy is somebody you wanted to copy, but then you said Chris Rock's your favorite?
Yeah, because Chris take jokes a little deeper than Eddie does.
Well, I need you to keep your mouth to the mic and stop looking at him.
You just got to project more.
Okay.
Yeah, I need you to talk a little loud.
Okay,
Come on, give me an all rise.
No, I'm saying Eddie is Chris is he takes the jokes a little deeper than Eddie would.
Right.
Eddie does a lot of act outs. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
Chris gives you more into the joke details in the jokes.
Yeah, for me, my first introduction to comedy was probably Richard Pryor, but my favorite when I was little, I would say, is Martin. He was my favorite when I was, because we weren't allowed to watch any of his comedy stuff. So we would sneak that stuff all the time, and I was just fascinated at how, he could just say whatever and just get people to laugh at him. As far as who I modeled myself after, I would probably say Chris and Chappelle are the two I tried to emulate the most just because they were my favorites when I started comedy.
Yeah, obviously I'm not a comedian, but my favorites were George Carlin, Bill Cosby, and Jeff Foxworthy. And Drew Carey. I read Jeff Foxworthy and Drew Carey's book over and over and over and over. Memorized George Carlin's albums, Bill Cosby. Really liked Bill Cosby.
Cosby,
Had a dream about him.
We see him live Oh my God.
Yeah, I saw him live
He
too.
was great. You know, it made me think about when I was just at the BET Awards and they flashed back everybody who died. So they flashed back OJ Simpson.
Yeah, what'd you think about that?
I didn't. Well, look. Let me say this. OJ Simpson was one of the best running backs out there. You know, and I remember doing his trial. You know, and we was taught in the black community, stand by black men no matter what. And I remember hearing this, and I was coming up. Oh, he married to that white bitch. And so over the years, you know, with your parents or what you hear in your household, you start to believe and you take on those things. It wasn't when he killed. I remember when allegedly he got off for killing Nicole Brown Simpson. I remember crying. I was about 19, and I remember being so happy. I didn't even know who. First of all, OJ Simpson wouldn't even speak to me in a fucking store. Probably, I didn't. You know, he probably. It was just crazy how much.
Trying to think what story you and OJ would be in at the same time.
No, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying how the black community made you get so invested into that trial because. And I was just telling somebody today. You know, when he killed, when that happened, you didn't see her as a woman or somebody love, a family member. I'm being honest with you. I just saw him as I wanted this black man to walk because, you know, and you were here in the black community. He wasn't supposed to be the white bitch anyway. And I remember turning about 24 and saying, how fucking stupid was I?
Yeah.
That was somebody's mother. That was somebody's daughter. That was somebody's sister. Somebody loved that woman. And for me to have gone through what I've been through in my life and to cheer this fucker on to that degree, every day it pisses me off. But I didn't know any better. I was just doing what I was taught. So when they flashed him at the BET Awards, and they laughed. The people literally laughed.
They did.
And I'm like, what the fuck are they laughing for? They, you know, when the other people flash, then you people like, when that person died? They flashed OJ, and they was like, I said, what
God
the fuck?
damn.
I was like, damn. I said, that's what I said. I said, damn.
That's what I said. I mean, but, you know.
If they laughed at OJ, what they gonna do for Candace Owens?
No, man.
Do you think
Niggas
Candace?
gonna start barbecuing.
Do you think Candace is gonna make the reel?
Oh, yeah, she'll make
Well,
it.
everybody
she
makes
black.
the reels who black. But it was actually, you know,
Rachel
it
Dolezal's
was
gone.
shocking.
Rachel Dolezal's gonna make the reel.
She's definitely going to be on the reel.
it was shocking, you know, because OJ was one of the greatest. You can't take that away from him.
Yeah.
You know, he's always gonna go down as one of the greatest running backs ever lived. And it made me sit there and think, well, goddamn, y'all, you know, the man is dead. You can't put the killer aside to see them laugh at it. It was just.
Cold-blooded.
Have you watched the
I started laughing too.
So there's like an 8-part documentary on HBO or ESPN.
Netflix.
There's like a couple, but this one I didn't realize how famous he was and how important he was as
He was Hearst,
the
the face
first
of Hearst.
black spokesperson, and he was like very arm's length with the black community, and he was in L.A. in
wasn't
the
black.
late '60s.
We thought he was you.
Yeah, right. And then it was like an intentional thing during his trial, like let's get the black community to rally around
And that's
OJ.
what they did. In the black community, and I'm quite
I did it too. The same way you just said it.
I
did
was
the same
younger.
thing.
I didn't know OJ's football career at all. All I knew was that they was wanting to get this guy for murder. So I've always known OJ as the guy who murdered.
Yeah, I mean,
he wasn't.
Oh, wow.
You know
We were
what I mean?
in,
I
like-
didn't know anything about how.
We were in fourth grade.
You probably heard. Well, you probably was too young, but in the black community, it wasn't about the life that he took. It was about support this black man.
Yeah.
And as a black woman who been through domestic, domestic abuse?
Yeah.
Violence, yeah.
Domestic violence. It pisses me off because I'm like, it made me accept it to say it was okay.
Yeah.
And now when I think about that OJ and Nicole Brown Simpson, I'd be like, how fucking stupid was I? Because I'm sitting there, I'm young, my damn self. And I'm hear everybody, you watching the OJ trial, fuck that bitch. And I'm like, I'm talking crazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now you realize this somebody's fucking child. This lady left 2 beautiful kids behind. It just pisses me off how dumb and stupid I was. But to see, the whole point I'm telling this story is to see when they showed him at the BET Awards and everybody laughed. And I was like, Damn.
I remember watching The Verdict in junior high school.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying how quick they turned on him.
We cheered it that he got off.
Yeah.
Yes, we all cheered it. Went out to Church of Chicken that night. It was a celebration. It was like the first black president.
Yeah, because he got off. I didn't know, like, because I was so young, I didn't understand why it mattered so much that he got off. I just remember people wanting him to get off so badly. Yeah.
And I would hear things like, he should have been marrying a white bitch anyway. Then I remember, this is the dumbest shit that I realize is not true now. The bitch was a Waffle House worker. He done made a Waffle House worker rich. And I was like, who the fuck told me that dumbass story?
Yeah, you guys aren't going to believe this, but at Plainfield Elementary School, everybody was really upset that he didn't go to jail. But what you just told was like this.
I had a half a date.
It's like
Fly the flag low, y'all.
Oh, God.
it's like orienting to the abuser is such a like. Of course, the narcissist got away with it and had everybody orient to his story and blame he's the victim, and like, of course, that everybody just went with it in the 90s. Maybe that wouldn't fly now, but
Well, it's because y'all whooped Rodney King's ass. That's why.
And that was like right after
Yeah,
Rodney
if y'all
King.
hadn't whooped Rodney King, nobody would have gave a fuck.
What are
about
you saying,
OJ.
y'all? I didn't.
Well,
I just mean
I'm
white
just
people.
mean white people. We're not talking.
I mean, I was
In the
for it.
90s,
Don't
you
get me-
was a y'all.
I was-
In the 90s, you was a y'all.
Believe me, yeah.
but we know how black you are today. Thank God. But I mean, and then I just wanted to put that out there because I was talking to somebody on the phone today, and I was like, it was like how fucked up society is. How you could take somebody and humanize
Humanizing.
well, you know what I'm trying to say. That. But it is just so fucked up. Dehumanizing.
Humanize. Yeah.
Is it humanize or de?
Dehumanize.
Dehumanize a human being and not give a fuck. And I was one of those people. And a lot of people won't go back and tell you, you know, when they fucked up. But and it pisses me off.
Trust me, you weren't the only one. We all did it.
Yeah.
I know I did.
Yeah.
I don't know about you especially because we're very similar in age, but like when he died, I kind of felt like a piece of my childhood died because it was such a huge like.
I did not feel
I
nothing
got
when that nigga passed away.
I got a little bummed.
Got a little bummed.
I got a little bummed. I was like, oh,
Nah, I
I like
never
his
really into him like that.
I like his Twitters.
I remember watching the trial on TV.
Yeah.
I was sick of the trial. I was sick of the damn when they was watching the Bronco go across L.A.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember
all the
watching.
That's
shows.
when you knew how famous he was.
Yeah.
Because if it was a real nigga, they'd have shot that Bronco the fuck up.
They cleared all the expressway. There was no traffic in L.A. that day.
He was like the president. He had an escort.
They had just whooped Rodney King ass less than maybe a year before.
Yeah.
And then this nigga get to ride in a white Bronco, allegedly killed a white woman, and y'all just letting the nigga arrest him, right?
Traffic free.
Traffic free, and I ain't never. That
They was like,
highway-
burn all your gas, OJ. This is your last trip,
It
dog.
was the last trip.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say that because, you know, as we grow, you know, we all should be able to look back over our lives and openly admit when we were wrong. And I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong. And what's the next question?
All right. So how do you feel?
I'm sorry, all three of these niggas was wrong.
Yeah, I was definitely wrong.
And he was wrong too, for cheering for the man to go to jail. Wasn't none of his business.
Like I actually didn't think he should go to
You know,
jail.
nothing about the glove not fitting, none of
Yeah.
that shit. He just wanted to go to jail 'cause he was black.
I like Johnny Cochran. Does that count? Do I get
No,
bonus points?
nigga, read the next question.
How do you feel about the state of comedy in 2024, and who are some of your favorite comics right now?
That was a question we just asked.
Yeah, but
No, he
n-
just
that
asking who was
in
our
the
favorite
past.
as a kid. Like, who do you?
But like, is there a
Is it
comedian?
somebody you like working with or like watching? You know, I like seeing Bill Burr. He's one of my favorites
Mine's too.
because he's a genuine person. You know, and he's funny as hell.
You know, I
Yeah, I
like comics that I can see working like coming up. I like to see Kourtland. I like to see Deon. I like to see Vince. And you know, I've seen the Kourtland probably done comedy a little longer than me, but just to watch the growth of everybody over the years, you know, I love that. I mean, just to see the development. Growth and development is the same thing. Just to see how far so many people come. Like, you know, I've taken Deon on the road. I've taken Kourtland on the road. I take Vince the majority of the time. And just to see his growth I sit back and be like, damn, you know, even when any of them go up in front of me, you know, and even though people come to see me, I still stand back and I watch because I need to know which way to go with my show, you know, because you can have some features that will burn your ass.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck how funny you are. If I like you, I'm going to put you in front of me, and then I'm going to come out and do the work I'm supposed to do behind you. So it's the younger people that's in my life, like, you know, Kourtland, Deon, and Vince.
Is there in Kourtland anybody that you like? You see their special and you watch it immediately?
My ass itching again.
Chappelle's.
Chappelle.
Oh yeah, I'm a Chappelle fan. I like it. I like how he make you think. You know what I'm saying? So I like those kind of special.
Did you watch the Domino Effect?
Oh my God, Ali.
Ali Sadiq's
Oh,
Domino
Ali
Effect?
Sadiq is so
All
fucking
four
good.
of them. All four of them. Oh,
Yeah.
I was watching the first one, and I was listening to it. But I wasn't like actually watching. I was listening to it, and I was like, "Who's that sound like? Who's that?" And I started thinking, I was like, "God, that sound like Kourtland." I was like, "Man, he reminded me of you so much. The way he was telling his stories about autism, and you just, you know, I was just like, man, it reminded me of you."
Oh.
Yeah, I just want to tell you that. Yeah.
So I know Jerry Seinfeld has kind of been in the news for this recently, and you know I don't go to college campuses because of the left or the right is always trying to cancel you. How do you guys feel about the state of comedy in 2024?
I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm gonna say the fuck I want to say.
Yeah, I don't think you can get canceled if it's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, and then
Let's see.
Dave Chappelle said a lot of funny shit. That was camped outside his show, so don't say that shit. You know, comedy is what's the word I'm looking for?
Subjective.
It's subjective. It's really just in my opinion. So why should my opinion affect you so much?
Yeah.
If I'm not talking about harming anybody, and it's always when you speaking the truth that they really get fucking mad. It's always, you know, if I have a gay joke, I've had people come after me about gay joke. I'm like, hey, my daughter sucked pussy. She said this was gay friendly. I asked her first, so get the fuck out of my inbox. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't eat pussy on a couple times a month.
It's the Sabbath, please.
Yeah. You shouldn't eat pussy when it's sick for 7 days, but you probably do. Now get the fuck out of my inbox, you bitch.
I never understand when people like question somebody's POV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if somebody's telling a
What's
joke
a
and
POV?
Point of view.
Oh, excuse me.
I think it's a way to control people.
like
you
somebody.
watch porn,
If
you
you doing a
know
joke from
POV.
your like, she has a daughter who's gay. If I'm talking about my daughter, I'm not talking about gay people in general. I'm talking about my daughter. So
Yes.
why would you be questioning that? I don't understand that. I never understood that.
Yeah, but people because people wants to control you, especially when you get a fan base. I pay to do this. I don't care, bitch. Take your money to Krispy Kreme and leave me the fuck alone, because I don't give a fuck about you. You know, like when I had that whole spiel on the Breakfast Club, and people was like talking that bullshit to me, and I had to go and I went for it. Don't say shit to me. That's my point of view. That's what I was thinking. That's how I was feeling. So why don't you leave me the fuck alone?
Yeah.
Jazz be in there erasing that shit. Boy, I come at you with all the words spelled wrong. But I tell you what happened to me the other day real quick, and then we'll let Deon talk. So I looked up and I read it wrong, and it said, your book is hideous. And that's what I saw because I got menopause. Well, Jazz said, why did you send that lady there? I said, she said she didn't like my book. She said, no. She said, your book is hilarious. But I read hideous. So I wrote back. Well, bitch, don't read it. Y'all know who it was?
Who?
Remember that? Remember when they brought back One Day at a Time?
Yeah.
The mama?
Wow.
Famous.
One of my favorite fucking people. Oh, she was on that.
out the mama from You got Jimmy Carter and
I said, don't fucking read it. And then Jazz, I said, she didn't like the book. Who is she? She was like, Miss Pat, do you not know who that is? I said, no, I don't know that bitch. And so she said, when she put, I said, oh my God, tell her I'm sorry.
Which one? Which actress?
It's her, Justina.
Okay, all right.
So she's like, I just love your voice and you such a strong woman. And she said, I was so confused when you said that. I said, I got menopause. I read it wrong. I'm so sorry. I saw her on, what's that drug dealer movie I tell you I like all the time?
Narcos?
No, one with the female.
Oh, is it a newer Netflix show?
No, I'm finna tell you.
Because the new Narcos
No, not the new
is
Narcos.
really good.
Your Honor.
No,
We watched that yesterday.
What is it?
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
the
Okay.
What is? Oh, I'm gonna ask my husband. What's the name of this fucking show? I watched all 4 or 5 seasons. And Garrett. What's that show I like about the drug dealing? Yeah, bye. Queen of the South.
Okay.
So she was a friend on Queen of the South.
Okay.
And I fucking loved her. And when they killed her, I was so fucking mad. And I look up and it's her. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I read this wrong. She said, child, I was confused. And I was like, I'm such a big fan. So Jazz was like, please, Miss Pat, please stop answering these people. I can't keep cleaning up this shit.
Jazz got to mop that shit up. Because the people
I'm glad I don't got that job no more.
Yeah.
She used to text me, hey, I'm about to cuss this person out. Proofread this for me.
She used to do that to me too.
Yeah, all of us.
All of us were. We had an alliance going.
We had a proofread cuss out. Proofread cuss out.
You have to get an assistant.
Yes, you bald head.
I think you used too many motherfuckers right here. We're going to take one of them out. Just take one of the motherfuckers out.
She'd have me write it, and I'm like, nobody's gonna believe this. Dear sir,
All the commas in the right spot. I'm going to pause after this
I
bitch.
take 'em out.
Pause after this one bitch right here.
I take them out so people know it's me. Next question.
we're out of time for this episode.
Are we?
We are, yeah.
Oh, wow. Another great episode, y'all. Thank y'all so much. And we're back together. Make sure you join me for my tour. The Hot and Flashy tour starts September the 13th in Denver. But before that, I have some dates for your ass.
MissPatComedy.com.
All right. You got to blow it up. We got to blow it up. Providence, Rhode Island, August 2nd through the 3rd. Bricktown Comedy Club, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa. August 23rd through the 24th, I will be at Blue Room Comedy Club, as Kourtland say, Springfield, Missouri, the Ozark. August 30th through the 31st, y'all can catch your girl at Huntsville, Alabama, where they fry the chicken backwards. Stand up live, Huntsville, Alabama. And the tour get down, Denver, Colorado. Paramount Theater, September the 13th, September the 14th. A bitch is in Boise, Idaho. A bitch is in Boise, Idaho. I'm
French
sorry.
fries.
I am in Boise, Idaho, the Egyptian Theater. Y'all get y'all ass down there and listen to me. September the 15th, Seattle, Washington, Neptune Theater. Is it Neptune?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neptune Theater. So go to MissPatComedy.com for all your comedy tickets and come see me live, baby, because we putting it down.